Welcome back. I'm going to be doing a quick comparison of the MacBook Air M1 against the Lenovo Yoga 6. So no benchmarks or anything, just a really quick comparison. But straight off the bat, I don't know if you guys can see the Yoga 6. Look at the fingerprints on it. I mean, it's almost got a midnight blue sort of color, similar to the MacBook Air M2, which I'm kind of glad I didn't really get. But look at those fingerprints. I mean, if you hate fingerprints, you're gonna definitely hate this with the MacBook Air M1. No fingerprints, obviously. Very nice and smooth. In terms of weight, that's very interesting, actually. In terms of weight, you would think the MacBook would be heavier because obviously this has got a plastic chassis, but no, the Lenovo is actually quite heavy, which is very surprising. Looking at the size as well, the Yoga 6 is 13.3 inches. And obviously, same over here, but for some reason, this seems larger. It's obviously the aspect ratio of the screen, 3:2. Whereas this one is just your traditional widescreen one. Now opening them up, the MacBook, obviously I can open with one hand. The Lenovo Yoga, yeah, I can't open that with one hand. So I'm just going to go ahead and just open it normally. I don't know if you can see his massive fingerprints because obviously it's a touch screen and there are just so many fingerprints on there. I'm going to just log this one in and then I don't know if you can see it straight away, but the MacBook Air M1 doesn't actually show up reflections. Now, the window behind me, can you see me waving? It's very, very reflective. MacBook Air M1, you can see a slight reflection, and to be fair, the screen brightness is actually on the maximum on the Lenovo Yoga 6. But looking at the two laptops like that, I do actually like the design of the Lenovo almost against this, mainly because the MacBook Air design has been used again and again and again. It is a classic design, but there's something quite premium about this. Even when you're feeling both of them, you've got the usual aluminium touch there. It's got a carbon-based bottom over here, so it feels very nice and satisfying. I have done a video review on this on the channel, and I know it's quite a favorite in terms of a budget laptop. In terms of typing, got the brilliant MacBook keyboard, and then Lenovo does good keyboards as well, but considering this is supposed to be a budget model, it's not bad. It's got low travel, but the MacBook one obviously wins it in this case. But just having a look at them first hand like this, the Lenovo Yoga 6 doesn't look too bad. In terms of performance as well, you've got a Ryzen 5500U under the hood, which is basically more than enough to have, and it's fantastic. 8GB of RAM, Windows 11. It has caused me a bit of problems on there. MacBook, what else can I say about it? But again, like I said, this is just a quick comparison. Screen looks fantastic. It is full HD. You've got the Retina display on there. Full HD for this size is absolutely fine. Now the battery is supposed to be around 15 hours. I do get around 9 to 10 hours on this, which is really good. In terms of complaints, the only one obviously I can pick at is the fact it's got fans and it tends to overheat. So at the bottom there's a couple vents, and yeah, I've got it on this mat here, my Jurassic Park usual mat, and obviously it can tend to get quite warm and it could even overheat, which is not good news for that. So if you're sitting in a lecture hall or something, you might just get a bit of fan whirring. The MacBook Air M1, so great having a fanless design, and that's honestly the way it should be. Obviously with a budget laptop you're not going to get this one fanless, and especially with the another Norton, and that's the other thing with the software advantages. I won't get anything like that on here. But then, I mean, is this a Windows or Mac comparison, or is it a MacBook versus any other laptop comparison? I just want to compare those two. One is essentially a budget laptop, and we need to keep that in mind. One is a premium model, but the budget version of the premium model, if that makes sense. But in terms of both laptops, they both fulfill my needs. This, I feel safer carrying it around because it's obviously cheaper. And then obviously you've got the touchscreen aspect. Yeah, so the touchscreen definitely is a huge advantage on it. But which one do I use more? I use my MacBook Air M1, especially for the YouTube channel. It links in with my iPad and my iPhone. This is a great Windows alternative if I want to take it around the house. And again, the price, you can't actually go wrong. It does sell for about over £500. I managed to pick it up under £400 off of eBay when they had those 20% codes coming off. But yeah, I definitely don't regret it. And yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Again, this was just a quick comparison. Like and subscribe, it really shows support for the channel. Appreciating the wonderful comments I'm getting, and obviously thank you to my existing subscribers, and until next time.